For a person who's natural, not taking hormone replacement therapy or anabolics, you think 2, maybe 3 whole body sessions to start out to learn the movements? Is that doing 1 or 2 sets to failure? What does that look like for the raw beginner?
A raw beginner, first of all, you need to learn how to do the movements correctly before thinking about going to failure. So it'll be a certain period of time learning to do the exercise correctly, putting some kind of idea in their head of what's going on. What do the pecs do? Bring your arms down and across the body. What do your lats do? They bring your upper arm down and back. So you'd be amazed, like, even if you have to pro bodybuilder, some of them don't know, like, why they're doing what they're doing, what's the mechanics involved. And I get them to do light sets, very perfect. Do you feel that? Do you feel how it contracts when you lats and you squeeze and you contract? Yeah, I feel it. Okay. Now you've got it, but you've got to try to maintain that when it gets really hard, because we're going against the natural mechanics of the body here, right? Because as I say, we're doing chest, yeah? We're trying to isolate the pecs. There's some delts involved and triceps and work that, or we're working legs, we're working back. The body normally doesn't work like that. It works as a unit, right? If you throw something, you don't do that from your tricep, right? It'll be from your foot through the hips, through the shoulder, whole body thing. So when the exercise gets really hard, your brain is going to try to recruit or change the exercise to make it easier. So I got to get people to override that instinct. Just stick with the form until we get to the point where you can't do anymore, and understand, that's why I get them to do light stuff at first, to really feel it, understand, I explain what's going on. A couple of weeks after that, we can start pushing to failure. Actually, I had a guy recently that we had a business meeting, and he told me he was diabetic and had liver problems and he was overweight and this and that. I gave him a challenge. I said, he'd train with me for a month. I'll fix all that shit, yeah? Oh, but my doctor, this and that. I said, listen. He trained with me 3 times a week for about 45 minutes. After 1 month, obviously I changed his diet as well, basically for a short period of time, very low carbs. After 1 month, he was not in the diabetic zone. He was out of the pre-diabetic zone. He was in the normal range.
Great.
And his liver function, that was 3 times the normal amount, liver enzymes, was back to normal. I told him, check it out, you got a fatty liver. So, yeah, I had a fatty liver. I said, I know. He said, my doctor told me not to eat fat. I'm like, man, do you know how long, at least I don't know here, but in England, how long an MD, a doctor, spends studying nutrition?
Yeah, it's trivial at
One
most
afternoon,
places.
One afternoon, 2 or 3 hours. I mean, you can learn nothing. So the doctor was telling me he's got a fatty liver, so stop eating fat. I said, that's absolutely the worst advice you could get.
It's
because
an
the
insulin
reason
issue.
you've got fatty liver is it's uncontrolled blood sugar. So we get your blood sugar down. 1 month, his liver was normal, his blood sugar was normal. He lost like 5-6 kilos of body fat just in a month, and we're doing 3 times a week.
Whole body.
We split it up, actually, into 3 workouts. So he's hitting everything once a week.
When our mutual friend, you knew him better than I did, the now deceased, unfortunately, Mike Mentzer, told me to train each body part once per week.
Yeah.
At first I thought he was crazy. So legs once a week, calves once a week, maybe twice for some people, the calves, but shoulders and arms and chest and back on 3 separate days. Legs, chest and back, shoulders and arms.
Great.
I thought he was crazy, but then, I thought about it, and the chest and back workout, you're indirectly targeting the arms.
Yep.
Legs if you do them right, is a whole body experience.
And a lot of stress on your nervous system, which has to recover independently of the whatever muscle group you're training. If you do legs, I mean, really to failure, there's a lot of stress on your nervous system as well. So that also has to recover. That's why I say after 6 weeks, I've just noticed with myself and many people, it seems to like you hit a plateau there. So in trying to push through it, come down and I take a rest and go again later.